How are you now? All right? Yeah. Good, good. How are you? How is the baby? Beautiful. Now, how to keep the clock. Hello, bring him along. Really, I've forgotten. What was that about? Huh? No, 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 oh, 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 ha, 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 ha. He like it. Yesterday's picture upset me so much I couldn't sleep the whole night. It's horrifying, you know, in one city there are 3,000 children on the list who are battered, and out of which every week 6 are killed. Can you imagine? 6 are killed every week. I mean, shameful it is, I tell you. I used to think in the whole of England. It's only in one city, Birmingham I think it was. 3,000 children on the list, and every week 6 are killed.
My wife used to work for the NSPCC, Mother. There's a National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children.
There?
And my wife used to work with them. And
where was that?
In London, but they've got branches all over the country. Because before I had him, I worked in London.
In London itself?
Yes.
It's hot. Just imagine.
They have branches all over the country, Mother, and they cannot cope. They were at one point £1 million in debt because they cannot cope with all the children they have to care for.
Yes, and they showed some children in such a mess, I tell you. I just couldn't sleep last night. The whole night I couldn't sleep.
Some of the cases, Mother, were just horrifying. Children who had been taken by their mothers, and there was a picture of one child who had been burnt with the bars of an electric fire. The mother had taken the child and done this to it. Others where they had boiling water poured on them. One child where the father had taken a cigarette and the child had marks all over its body. This, I mean, and that is not rare cases, that is...
Well, I don't know, how can they do it? What sort of parents these are? They're off their heads completely. Completely off their heads, I tell you. But there was one girl, she battered the boy so much. And then the boy was recovered, and so sweetly came back to her, loved her and kissed her, you know. He had forgiven her completely. Such a sweet thing. And how can they do it? I just can't understand.
When one hears about it, Mother, I mean, you look at small children like Craig, and I mean, it's children like Craig.
So small as that?
Like children like this, children weeks old even. Children smaller than Craig, and you know, as nice.
Smaller than that? But why do they do it?
Not feeding them, starving them, cases of the children being starved. And
but why do they, what do they say? What is the reason?
They don't know what the reason is. They say it's emotional things, but they don't, you know, like if the husband's walked out or something, then a mother's more inclined to do that sort of thing to a child, so they say.
If the husband has left, you know, a woman left to cope with children, and quite often it's stepfathers, isn't it?
But in one case yesterday, the husband, he was looking like a Rakshasa, I tell you. And it was the husband who was beating the child. Yeah. And he was put in jail, and he came out, now another child was to be born, and they said the wife cannot stay with him. So he said, why not? I have seen people breaking the ribs of the children, and they are still there, and why me of all the things? Horrible. It's real hell, I tell you.
And they get away with it, Mother, in many, many cases.
But this is the maximum here, I believe. In America, they don't have this much. I don't know how they
have it, but I mean the scale on which it's going on in this country is.
What has happened to people? Have their hearts frozen?
It's because in most cases it's the resent of the child. The parent might resent the child, simply hating it, and the child is vulnerable. You know, people who have hate feelings in them, they have a small child who is defenseless and they take it out on the child. This is...
Don't I don't. Couldn't sleep the whole night, I said, just couldn't bear it. But I don't know. I used to think 2 children in the whole week in England was too much for me. But it's in one place, and in one place. You're better now. You are better now. You are better now. Isn't it? You are better now. Now much better. He's holding his head.
He's trying to sit up.
He's all right now. He's all right. Cool him down on the head. I've cooled him down. This is on the increase. That's the main point. Must be possessed, I think, these people. They have no heart.
I just don't understand how someone can do it. I mean, looking at my son, my daughter, I don't understand, no matter how angry I feel. I mean, I could be made very angry, I could see a wrong somewhere. I mean, many times I've felt hate, but I mean, how can you take it out on the tiny children? I just do not understand, no matter how angry I feel, you know,
I mean,
to children.
you see, I feel more angry with these people the way they are behaving than anything else. How can children be born here? Just tell me. What a place it is. Peaceful now. All right. Now better. All right. Now much better. Yes, if you go and ask that boy that while cleaning my room, please open the windows. You see, it's hermetically sealed for 3 days. No better. You still on with the thing? Really? Yes.
Come on, Craig. Yes.
It's all right now, happy.
Gendra has just come back from shopping.
Oh, I see.
And
hello? Hello? No, not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. All right. Now the dilatation of the pupils have taken place. It's all right. Yes. Yes. What has happened now? Are you all right? Are you all right? Want to come now? Now come. Want to come to me, huh? First you were crying, now you want to come to me. You felt very cool and nice. Did you? How are you? All right? Now you are laughing. Now you are laughing. Now you know it. Otherwise you didn't know before. Huh? What was it? Want to come to me? Trying to come to me? All right? How many children have I to carry now in a program? Like Jane's daughter, she'll go on crying till I take her. So, let's, I want to have something practical. We'll have it. Now sit down. Written? Hello? Hello? Better now. A little caught up on the left, I don't know why. Left side. Yeah. You don't go to any psychologist or anyone, nothing like that, never. Don't go near that. The tradition is not there, na? The missing point is tradition. And if you had the tradition like we have in India, it would have fitted just like that. That's what happens. Once they get their realization, they know it is realization. Like Nima said that day, isn't it? She said it's like a setting we have got, we just find the diamond and we set it there. That's the thing missing here. And ego comes up and they reject because they can't accept me as anything. But as Christians you can talk to them that Christ has said, I'll send you a comforter and a counselor and a redeemer. You should say these are the three qualities Mother has. She's a comforter and she's also a counselor and she's a redeemer. She has redeemed so many people. And these three qualities are nothing but our Mahakali, Mahasaraswati and Mahalakshmi. They are the three qualities. So he said it in his own style, and that's how we interpreted in our own style. But this is what it is. And if that is so, then why to reject? I mean, Christ has said that nothing against her will be tolerated.
It seems to be like you mentioned recently, some people will come and they might have a stomach pain or they might have a problem and they come and you make them well again and they go away and then the next year they come back and they say, Mother, we don't believe but make us well. It's as if people are coming to you for a little while, being made to feel happy and thinking, oh well, thanks, and going away again.
That's typically Western,
Yes,
isn't it?
people go away and they think about it. Instead of staying and enjoying it, they go away, they think
What
about
can you
it.
think? You see, they didn't get well by thinking. What we should give them a big mantra is don't think, don't think, don't think. Will that be a good idea? You see, so many people have come, actually. And so many have got realization. But how many have stayed is the point. Actually, Sahaja Yoga is easy to get realization, no doubt. But to maintain it and to rise, not so simple as we think it. We have to work it out. Though Kundalini helps you a lot, but still you have to work it out. In the Vedas, you see, these people are called as, human beings are called as Pashu. Pashu means the ones which are under bondage. Actually, the animal's name is the same, Pashu. So they are under bondage of their problems like temper, lust, greed, hatred. They are under the bondage of all these things, under the bondage of their senses. Now, when they are realized, then their eyes open. That's called as unmesh. Their eyes are open. Now, so they get a new category of people. You see, now they start feeling the collective. That's called as samashti. So the individual, which is bound, is opened out. But after that, you see, that's not the only power on which one can live. You have to develop other powers which are underlying. And the power underlying us is to get over this first bondage. And that getting over is also sort of manifold. When you start getting over it, you don't realize how many powers you've got. You have got a power to enter into the body of another person. Otherwise, how do you know what another person has got? You see, your aura can enter into another personality and can feel another personality, the vibrations of that person. Imagine. You have a power to enter into. Otherwise, how can you find out? Anyone. Now think of a person who is not realized. Can he find out what's wrong with you? But we take it for granted in the beginning. We don't realize it's such a big power you have got, a siddhi, to enter into the body of another person, by which you can feel that person, you can know about that person, you can raise the kundalini, you can give relaxation. Imagine. All these siddhis, you've got 4 siddhis in one shot. And people used to work so hard for it and do it. Now, if you are made to work very hard for it, then maybe you may realize the value of that. You see, but there's no time. Like he was telling me, David Prawl, that if you put a big photograph somewhere, it would be cheap, mother, but if you consider it. And we ask people, put your hands towards it, see if the cool breeze is coming. I said, but what is it? There will be no identification with me, and then that's not going to work out. See, they have to know that I have done it, and they have to identify. This is the condition. Better now? Feeling better? So now how many are there coming from that area?
There are four of us who regularly come to meetings. There's myself.
But there you can have a program.
We are going to Mother.
Where is this? Which side is this?
Queen's Park. It's North London. It's a few miles from Hampstead.
Away.
Yeah, it's sort of between here and Hampstead.
Between here and Hampstead?
Like that.
Is it?
It's west of Hampstead.
It's say this region to expect in religion. How can you expect Rajneesh to be there? We have Christ.
People just, they really, I don't know, as the West as a whole seems to be very mentally orientated. Very mentally orientated.
I don't know. Yesterday only there was another BBC program about what is the death of a man and all that. He says one side is definitely mechanical in a man, but another is something like a morality. See, he did say so. They couldn't explain everything. So he said that there is something like morality. Now, what we can do is to, today, what should I tell you, the practical side? The meditation, all right? Let's see what is meditation is, what we have to do for a meditation. The first thing we have got is the left side, is the Mana Shakti, is the power of your emotions, all right? Now, emotions are connected with your right side, also prana. Say, for example, if you are emotionally disturbed, just now we got disturbed. So our breathing also increased, and we felt the whole body was sort of reacting, and we were feeling the reaction of the prana, right side also, that it was trying to express itself. Like we started, the tears is the water element, and all that came in, and the whole emotion was so much pouring out, and with that our prana was also involved. Say, for example, if you are frightened, she's not doing it, it's all right. If you are frightened too much, then what happens? She's all right. If you are frightened, then also you get your breathing very fast, isn't it? So it is connected. Yes, coming. So it is connected. If you are frightened, it is connected with your prana in your breathing, and your whole system is connected with your emotions, physical system. If you cry too much, or if you weep too much, or if you are a sad person, that shows on your face. Your Vishuddhi chakra also shows. not only anatha, but also vishuddhi. Then also your agya goes out. So all the chakras reflect the left side in such a way that physical manifestation is also there. So it proves that both are very much connected. So if you have to somehow or other resolve these two sides within us, the left and the right side, because if you do not dissolve it, you are left halfway here. So you have to dissolve these two things. And to dissolve these, what should we do? What can we do in meditation? Can you suggest? Say we have got prana and mana. Now prana represents the right side and the mana shakti is the left side. Alright? These two have to be dissolved. Laya means dissolve. Now how do we do it? To dissolve these two things. They are connected with each other. After realization, not before. So before meditation, we give ourselves a balance. Alright? Which side is more, which side is less. At the time, supposing you are emotionally that time disturbed, then you put your right to the left. If you are that time disturbed on the left side, disturbed in the sense that if your left side is frozen, then you raise your left side and give yourself a balance before meditation. Now, let us see which side is less, first of all. Put your hands like this, like this. Are you alright? Getting cool breeze? Getting it? And this I am not. Alright. Better? Are you getting in this side? No? Something moving? Cool breeze is coming now. Is there cool breeze? Is it? There is cool breeze in your hand? Are you feeling it? All right. So, once you have given yourself a balance, then the best thing is to pay attention to your emotions, to Mana Shakti. Watch them. You can enlighten your emotions by thinking of your mother, right? Just enlighten them. Just she will solve the problem. Whatever are the problems in the mana, all right? So once you get connected with those emotions and you start looking at them in your meditation, you will see these emotions are rising within you, and if you try to put these emotions on your mother, as they say, at the lotus feet of your mother, they will start also dissolving those emotions and they'll become sort of expands. You will extend that in such a way that you will feel you are in control of these emotions. You are in control of them, and by that controlling those emotions, your emotions which are expanded, enlightened, are powerful. And these emotions, when you feel that way, then the cause of those emotions can be solved. For example, just now, you got emotionally stirred up because I talked about, say, these children. Naturally, anybody would be. Now, when you are stirred up with that, you put that problem of those feelings that are rising in you, that those waves of feelings that are coming at the lotus feet of your mother. So they get touched, say, by that power, you can say. Then these emotions become enlightened. And when these emotions become enlightened, they have a power to solve the problem. Do you see the point? As if they have reached the shore where they got the light and this problem can be solved. Because now you are not in an individual self, you are in the expanse, you are in the samashti. And because you have entered into that position, that's why you have got these powers of entering into another person's body, to see the vibrations of another person, to raise the kundalini. Otherwise, you could not have done. So for you it is very easy to do it, because I am also sitting here in person. So easy to put these emotions just there so that they get enlightened and your wish is fulfilled. Because emotions are nothing but wishes. These are unfulfilled wishes. Now, how they do it otherwise is also this way, that you take up these emotions and put them. So that is, these emotions are actually the left side, as I said, is the desire. So the desire is taken, any desire, and is put in the prana. Now how do you put it on the prana? That you control your prana. That's why they do pranayamas. See, like you sit down now very comfortably. Now you have a desire to put your attention to that. Attention is very important. See, now this attention is to be put onto the prana. So the emotions are there, and then bring those emotions and put them into your attention. Means they are now, you are aware of them. Now what you do is to watch your breathing. See now, try to reduce your breathing. Reduce it. In the sense that you have breathed out, wait for a while, then breathe in. For a long time, then you breathe out. So in 1 minute, your breathing will be less than normal. Alright, try that. Breathe in. Now with the emotions, keep the attention on the emotions, you see, so that the connection is established. Better? See, the kundalini rises. Now when you are breathing, you find that there is a space in between, which you just leave it vacant. Breathe in. Now leave it vacant. Now breathe out. Now leave it vacant. Breathe in. Keep it there. Then leave it. Keep outside. Now breathe in. Now start breathing in such a way that you stop your breathing. attention should be on the heart, or could be on the emotions. Better. Keep the breathing inside for a while. Bring it out, then outside for a while. Then again. Then you'll find that for a while you will not breathe. See, you settle down. The laya takes place between your prana and your mana. Both the Shaktis become one. Now, at this stage when you are silent, now you think of your intellect. It's lost. Just think of it, it's lost, it's no more there. So what is happening actually, that this laya, the attention goes into the intellect and enlightens the intellect. See, the thought is not there. Try to find your intellect within yourself. Now see, where is my intellect? Try to find it. It's not there. It's not working. Again try it. It is working, but it has become the samashti. It's become the collective now. See now? Did you follow that? There's no thought. This exercise will give you this thoughtless awareness, establishment of thoughtless awareness. There is no thought. So the second lesson. Alright? May God bless. Yesterday I told you about the physical side. Is how to physically achieve the balance by doing all these movements and all that, and then also raising your kundalini like that, and how to put certain chakras in places, like first of all the Muladhara, which is very important. Muladhara chakra. For that the exercise, as I told you, has to be with both the feet. Can we try that again? Just to put both the feet together. Now, and try to pull it towards yourself. No, with this hand, holding it. Yes, towards yourself, and push the thing down. Yes. Now, the other way round you can do it, is to push it downward and pull, yes, with the hands, you push it down. Yes, now, push it up. The heels should, yes, now, push it towards yourself. Again. Now, put it down on the sides. Stiff, I must say. All right, again. Now I'll tell you you may try another thing for this, is to put your one foot across and one foot like this. Let's see. Push it. Now it's better that way. Now push it up.
Push.
It's this one, upward. Just push it how much you can. push that down. Yes. Push one down and one push up. It's better. Now, the other one you do the same way. Push that down at the same time. Now push that up. With one hand you can push that up, one hand you can push that down. It would be better idea. Now like this, like this, like this. Just try. Hold it from the sides. Hold it from the sides, like he's holding. No, that, put it down, your hand, yes. Now hold it, this foot, with the left hand, with the left hand. It doesn't go that side. Like the way he's sitting. All right, it's all right. Now push it down. This one and push that up. Push that up and push this down. Now the other one you try. Now the other one you try. Again.
Can you do it?
Can you? No. That one down now. Which one was? Yes, correct. Now. This is the other way, huh? Just push that one down as much as you can. Push this up. Now you will see it will little bit open out. Now see yourself. Is it opening out? Now put it down again. See. Is it better now for sitting? Better. Now see now. Is it better? Slightly. It's better now.
Less strain here.
Right, yes. You see, gradually it will work out. Gradually it will work out for you people. Because you are not used to it, na? So at this age also it's rather difficult. But it will work out gradually. That you sit like that. From now if she sits like this, you see from the very childhood, then she can never sit like this.
Shine?
Can you sit like that?
Understand?
Let's see. If you
like
can
that,
sit.
sitting. So be like cross for meditating.
Good. You can do it. You are good. Excellent. She's good. That's better.
They're very supple, Mother.
That's supple. But you see, that's how you grow. And then when you you give up this habit, once you start sitting on a chair, then you give up the habit and then the chair becomes, you see.
The way she was sitting, I cannot sit. The way she was sitting, it's a bit like that, and she sits right down on the floor.
Yes.
And she has her legs out there. It's just, it really strains the back of the legs.
Children are very supple. Now, then, you see, this is one thing I told you, how to improve your Muladhara yesterday. Alright? Now, the second thing was about the Swadhisthana. You have to hold both the legs together, like this. Try to push it together. Now, push it like that. Hold the hands and just turn. Just try to take out the feet up. No, you have to. He's tall, you see. Now it's all right. Now you turn on the bottom like this. Yes. We tall people are difficult.
I get too much legs, Mother.
Yes. Now see, that's how. Now you will see your Swadhisthana will improve. Just move. See. Now let us see. Now put your hands towards me. Let's see. See. It improves. Swadhisthana improves like that. Then I told yesterday about how to raise the Kundalini of others with a light in your hand. Now we don't have lights today, but you can take some lights. There are some lights you can take from there. Some candles, all of you. Can get some plates, but the doors are closed now. You can get it from upstairs. Also get me a glass of water.
Glass of water, this is...
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. Like that? She's bringing some plates.
good idea to sit in the lotus position when you have the legs?
No, I don't think it's too much sometimes. For meditation you should not. But exercise is all right, but not for meditation. In meditation, Sahajasana. Sahajasana is where both the legs are absolutely spread out, as much as you can. Very much out. Very comfortable. It should be a comfortable position. That is the Sahajasana.
Well, we have to go.
You have to go now?
Yes,
All right. Take it.
Thank you, Mother.
I must say, what David Paul told me, that if you go to these people, TM people, they take 3 years to make you into a teacher. And they make a real showmanship out of that. Real showmanship.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So don't worry, it will work out. We'll have to train you up to have a real guru style behavior.
Yes. We have a meeting in Queen's
Huh?
Park coming soon. We have a meeting coming soon. The Hampstead meeting is it the 12th?
We can't have the hall in Hampstead next Thursday, so I suggested they had one in Queen's Park next Thursday, Mother.
Is it
All right.
the following Thursday?
12.
12.
The 12th. Oh, it's the
Yes.
12th, sorry.
So the meeting, the Hampstead meeting, is moving to Queen's Park for one
Okay,
evening.
good. But you must advertise, you must take some handbills. These people will go.
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
That's on Thursday when?
That's Thursday the 12th, Mother.
12th, I can't say
Yes.
Thursday.
2 weeks tonight. 2 weeks from tonight.
I won't be there. 2 weeks I won't be there. Next week I'll be there. There are 2 types of seekers. One type is only for themselves, the seeking mercy as long as they get realization. But some have this guru principle in them. They do it for whole, you see. But most of them are at that level. We have got it now, it's all right. But even for your sake, you have to come to the meetings. Everybody cannot be taught all these things. See? But they have to come to the meetings, even for their own sake, I am saying. Even for sickness. They are cured, they can be again very sick, or something else. So, even for sickness, they have to come. To the meetings, they have to come. But the people who will work out from the angle of being useful to others will be less in number. This all-pervading power itself is the one that is, in principle, is the collective compassion. And if you are not that, then you have not achieved much. You have to do for others. If you are doing only for yourself, then it is of no use. Did you take the candle now? How are you? With the candle. All right? Better now. better. Better. Still, see? Still. And this is all because of this hippie business, actually. All this drug. It's a horrible. It's very bad. One has to work it out. First of all, it makes you extremely lazy, okay, and insensitive. Insensitive is the first thing. You see, you can be very, very dirty, filthy, you won't feel it. Others feel it, but you don't. Hippies in India are so obnoxious. The Indians are frightened. I had two of them, they came when I was in Bombay, in Delhi, first time. Now they are lost, I don't know where they are gone. One of them was, I think, from Sweden or something, I don't know. And they were smelling so bad. Absolutely smell. They don't wash their hands, they have no sense of cleanliness, nothing. And for anyone to live with a person like that is absolutely impossible. They are just like primitive people. Even primitive are much more clean. They can go to that limit. And when it becomes a group, then God save others. I mean, they don't want to see this. When they are hippies, they don't want to see it. Till they come to Sahajog, they will not even be able to know that it is so. You agree with me? It's a very funny cult, I tell you. And they all group together and they justify each other. I mean, from one extreme to another extreme. Over meticulousness, over cleanliness, over this thing, and another extreme.
Superiority as well.
Huh?
Superiority as well. It's sort of like an ego thing.
They think so. They think our whole mind is in the spirit. We are not material things. I mean, it's all connected. Look at the nature, how clean it is. Who cleans it? You go in any forest, any place, it's always very clean. Who looks after that? Who washes it? And this is so unnatural, absolutely unnatural behavior. To live like animals, worse than animals it is. They don't take their baths, it's all there. But they have lots of psychological problems, I tell you. Because if you take abnormally something, thinking it is a good thing, you develop such terrible problems psychological. It's a ego stuff. It's ego stuff. I went to this Santa Cruz, and the way people were there, some of them were horrified. One fellow came, he took out most of his clothes, and he was smelling like hell. His mouth was smelling, his body was smelling, just like a tiger, I should say. Tiger is better. Just I can't understand. He's a human being, educated fellow. And we went to have lunch with some person. It was before Santa Cruz. We went there, you remember? That place we went to for lunch. And we were sitting on a bench, you see. And the whole thing was so stinky because somebody has sat there. We had to change the urchin. One must get rid of it. One must develop sensitivity to it. Untidiness. I can't understand. Look at God. God is so tidy. He has made his nose, his eyes, everything so nicely. Isn't it? And they are not spiritual. I can tell you this will also misnomer because I've seen now hippies. They can be very, very materialistic. They are very worried about their belongings. They are very miserly. They can live on others' money. They'll rob their. They can do anything because they have no self-respect. So I mean, one should also see the bad things of this cult. The good thing is there because they are not aggressive, maybe like the other side is. But the another side is horrifying. There are two types of devils. Right sided are called the Daityas, Danavas. The left side is the Rakshasas. They can become Rakshasas. They can do any kind of grotesque thing, any kind of grotesque thing. Some of them are indulging into horrible things in India, horrible things. Rajneesh has got all that lot, that kind. Gutters, absolutely gutters. As the worms in the gutters don't feel anything dirty, they don't feel. You see Rajneesh's this thing now. He has got the film. You won't be able to eat your food for 3 days. Everything done on mass level. So, when I'm saying all that is coming off. Now another thing is that they dress up also like that, in rags. They dress up in rags, you see, like beggars on the street. And the clothes will be absolutely what you can call them, dirty, antique, I don't know what to call, what color. This is just laziness, simple laziness, I tell you. And they wear something and go around because they don't want to exert at all. Lazy lump. But the boots are there of the same style and they catch hold of it. I would say all the hippies must throw away all their clothes, most of them, which are like that. It will help. It will definitely help. You have many like this? Throw them away. Just throw them away. Just don't keep them. Try to select clothes which are more clean looking. Alright? You can have only 3 or 4. You need not have many. Throw away the rest of them. I mean, the whole tendency is towards that. They think they look like saints by wearing this nonsense. They are just like beggars in India. Our Indian beggars dress up the same way. I can understand because they want to beg. So they wear such clothes that excites pity, you see. So very dirty clothes. They'll wear some sort of rags, they'll have torn clothes. But here the very well educated go in for that. For what? Also maybe that they want to show that actually they are very humble people. Maybe that. Or to excite the pity of others. It's a masochist style behavior. So just to excite, everybody should feel, oh, what a poor thing. The whole behavior is like that. They are too intelligent and they work it out. I tell you, I was amazed. Hair never combed, never properly done, with lices in the head. Horrible, and beard. I mean, do you think God likes such people? This is a misunderstanding with people. Prophet. Which prophet was like this, I don't know. I have not known of any prophet who looked horrible like this. I mean, I don't know which one they are saying. I think best thing is all of them should use oil. That's the best thing. Let them start using oil. Oil the body, oil the head. Oil. Then these brutes will run away. That Santa Cruz crowd was. We had a gentleman, Sikh gentleman with us, who was extremely upset, that why should mother come to this crowd? She said, I should not put my foot down there. You remember? I was very upset. He thought, how? I thought they should not have brought me there. And very ill-mannered, extremely jerky type. There's no finesse about it. There's no, sophistication. I don't say it should be artificial, but we are human beings. We cannot be like animals. You see, the way animals when they slap, they remind me of a bear. Have you seen a bear slapping? And when it just comes, stands before me like that. Finished. Done. No mental activity. When they clap also, they'll go on like this, you see. Just like a monkey. Just like a monkey, looking at one side. They don't know what they are doing. It's idiotic, actually. Every way. They are seekers. That's why they are important. But how can seekers go about like this in a group? And all these mad people must understand they will become lunatics. Really. They are in for it because all the lunatics will jump on them. I have seen certain lunatics with those pants, baggy pants, exactly like hippies. If you put a hippie and a lunatic, you won't be able to know. There's no difference at all in any way. That's what happened in Santa Cruz, One lunatic came in and he looked like a hippie. And now see how he was. I said, now, you're not getting realization, I'm sorry. Doesn't matter to work out. He said, no, it has to work out now. And we didn't know he was wearing a wig, you see. Took out a wig and there was a big bald head below that. He said, you better give me now. But we somehow or other tried to get rid of him and he went at the back of him. And then Gregor was standing there was some sort of a talk, I don't know what happened. And he just hit Gregor. Went into that. He was a madman. He was absolutely mad. But among all the hippies, he was lost. We couldn't make out that he was mad. He came from a lunatic asylum, from a mental hospital. And we could not, they said, if you tell even to the police what is that, they'll put him in the mental health. Because they all hippies look the same. How are we to make out who is mad, who is not? And another one took out all his clothes and sitting in such a funny manner, I didn't know how to look at him. All strange people, you know. I mean, you are seekers. You must have self-esteem. But they don't take their baths, imagine, they don't take their baths. God cannot like people who do not take their baths. I mean, simple thing I must tell you. Even, nobody will like, you tell me, Jeremy. Supposing somebody is smelling, will they like? Right? Only Rajneesh may. So one should pay attention to one's own being. After all, if you have to go to God, I mean, supposing you have to go to the temple, the women will wear their best saris. So you have to present yourself to God to show that gratitude, that we are so happy that you have given us this world. But if you go like this, like beggars, what does it mean? What does that mean? That there is no sense of gratitude in your heart. And they'll wear all their ornaments if they have to go to the temple. They'll take their silver out, put everything, decorate all the offerings in that silver thali like that, and carry it. So it looks so beautiful going to a temple. A woman going to a temple in India is so beautiful. She'll take out all her things, she'll comb her hair nicely and present. The best sari she'll wear. Me too, in the church. I mean, most of the ladies and men go there just to see the clothes only. Isn't it?
And the boots, Mother.
And the?
And the boots.
And the boots. That's what it is. But at least, thank God, people wear proper dresses. Otherwise, if the hippies go to the church, I think the boots will run away. It's a very funny cult. I mean, I want to condemn it out and out, absolutely. The cult is wrong. All the Sahajogis who are coming from that should just throw it away. Like as we say, Catholicism or any kind of fanaticism is wrong. In the same way, this fanaticism of hippism is absolutely wrong. It's going to destroy you all completely, will be good for nothing. Felicity is another person who is born into this nonsense. Worse is jail. Worse is jail. The person who has really come out of it among girls is Maureen. Really come out of it. Even the dress and all that. Pamela, see Pamela, look at her. You don't know when she's sane, when she's insane. Untidiness is a sign of a person who is untidy inside. It's very nice to say we are spiritual, but spirit is so clean. It doesn't require anything. I mean, even if I don't take bath for 3 months, you won't have any smell and all that. But I enjoy bathing. Every flower bathes in the dews. The dew that drops in, it waits for it. You understand now? It's very abnormal. It's very abnormal. It's a horrible thing. It's like doing TM. There you pay for it to get a booth. And in this you just become a booth without paying. The only difference. I mean, if children see you, the hippies, in their real way, they would run away. But I didn't say all these things before, but I didn't want to frighten people because they get angry. I have to say that. But the fact I tell. But why on earth to do that? I don't understand. What is the deal? I mean, you have to be thankful to God or not. How the flowers come out in their best dress. The whole nature comes out in such a beautiful dress. Even they are ripped off all their their leaves during autumn. Still they look so beautiful. Even when they are so grey, they look so nice. Hippies look just like walking devils, I tell you sometimes. As if the dead bodies have come out and they're walking, oh, like that. Horrible. Better tell people in Brighton. Alright? It's important. The sooner they take to proper dressing, the better it would be. Otherwise the booths won't give. Booths are just standing around to see who has got this. First of all, take drugs. Dress up like a booth. You see? Become lazy. Only thing you have to put welcome booths. Otherwise you are that. Absolutely. That board is not there. Otherwise everything signifies to that. So you all must take up a vow that we will not become dress up like booths. We dress up properly and live properly. I don't know what has harmed much more than what. I can't say that gurus have harmed you more or the Sikhism has harmed you more, or because you're so mixed up, everything. Psychology. That Felicity has the problem. Look at this Anna. She's an eternal problem. Eternal problem. What should I do with her? You now tell me. Today again a letter has come from Dawn.
She has the solution in her hands,
Huh?
Mother. She has the solution in her hands, Mother.
But that's what they are insensitive, na? Here she came, she used all her methods to create a pity for herself. And they have no privacy of any kind. See, she discussed everything about her husband with everyone. It was too much. And then these people were frightened, Pat, especially another EP, sympathizing with her. And he came and told me, Mother, that, she's saying she is going to commit suicide. And she's going to, she doesn't want to stay in the upper part of the building because she may commit suicide. Actually, hippies like to stay in just like a snake, you see, inside some sort of a thing. I said, really? Now you better tell her that it's on the 5th floor. And when you are about to commit suicide, let us know. We'll all watch you falling down. We want to see how you fall down. But you inform us before you drop down, because we don't want to be involved in any police case. They don't mind getting into police work, right? Anything is all right. You see, they think they are doing a great revolutionary work by smuggling these drugs into the country. And when I told this, Pat, I asked Pat what happened. He used to laugh. He said, Mother, I told her you better jump, Mother. She said, but she couldn't tell. I said, did Mother say so? He said, Mother said you better jump, it will be a good idea. And we want to see that. She never jumped. Never. Not even once. And this fellow was about to get her troubles. Pat, helping her out. One case. Then she got after Dawn. Dawn had sympathies with her. I thought that, poor lady, we must help. One day he came to see me. I said, Dawn, I would like you to drive me down. I saw him in the meeting. I saw him very sick. I said, I have to go and see some ladies in a hotel. They have come from India. Just take me in the car. Sat in the car and such heat coming out from his body. I said, what have you been doing? Thin down, absolutely. He said, I've been looking after Anna. I was so angry with him. Now she wants to come back again to Warwick Road.
She's been in Fulham for about.
What?
She's been in Fulham for about a month. Fulham Mental Hospital.
That's the place for her. She should be there. But how is she out?
She's out now. Yeah, she's back in her.
She's
house
back.
in Townsend, yeah.
She's back now. And she has got now a house given by the council.
Yeah.
So she should settle down there. So she says that I'll go to hell if I do not do Sahajog. She should do Sahajog, but not to come to Warwick Road. I don't want others to suffer on account of her. Somebody has to tell Dawn that they should keep away from her and let her stay in her council house till mother tells her. And she really play games about him. She makes the whole thing look so difficult. I mean, she's a seeker. This is the worst part, is she's a seeker. Has been a seeker for ages. I mean, that's why I love her so much. I went to her place to cure her and everything, but this booth comes into her and she again wants to do the same thing. And how to save her? If she doesn't want to get rid of the booth, then has you got the keys?
Not yet, love, it's not back.
Hmm?
Is there an exercise that we can do for Vishuddhi?
Right side.
No, Vishuddhi.
Which both?
Well, both, yeah.
Yes, yesterday I told them exercises. One of them is to raise your kundalini up. In line with your head, you put both the hands straight. As much as you can. Let's see. No, not like that. Moving. Now go straight, straight, straight. Put both the hands here. There. And now do it. Still they are not straight hands. Put them straight. Now, now. Can't do it. It's better now. Just put it straight. Better now. You are doing better. No, still it's out. Hands are out. Now see. See your vibration. What should be better?
Feels better.
Another one is to lock your hands behind. Like this. Yes. Put it up. Head. It's good. It's very good. This one. Push your head back, Anna. In the center. You have thinned down. Have you got liver?
I think so, Mother, yeah.
Get some sugar. Very much thinned down. What are you worried about? Huh? Do you worry about something?
Not really,
Huh?
not really.
Your brother is better, huh? He too has the same hippie problem, you know. That's it. Now, such an intelligent fellow is wasted. Are you better now?
Yeah.
Better. Much better. The sun has also come up. You see? It has been nice enough since I've been here. They are saying tomorrow it will rain. I said, I'll see. Has he come?
Yes.
Yes,
Mother, he just come.
Got the keys?
Yes.
Just call him 1 minute.
Vijendra?
Now finish it off. The women do it, and it looks nice, beautiful, and they know how to do it delicately. It is the job of the women. That's why the men here are not married, you know. They don't need to be women anymore. Because the woman is there just to fix her breakfast, to do everything for her. Make her tea, fix her breakfast, take her clothes for the laundry. I think iron it. I don't know. Next thing will be they will be wearing it, I think. Going too much. I mean, it should not be done. A woman must be kept as a woman. That doesn't mean she is dominated in any way. That's her job. What's the job of a woman? One should be proud. I mean, you were supposed to be house-proud women once upon a time. I don't know, this word came from England only. House-proud. It's gone or what? Nowadays men are house-proud. But I can understand cutting the grass outside, men can do it. Well, I can't understand why should they wash the utensils. They should never do that. Then what do they do, women here? I don't know what do they do. If they find anything untidy, I mean, how can you bear it? For any woman, the eyesight, you see, she wants to see things beautiful everywhere. Actually, these movements have made you really unisex. You can't make out man and a woman. And there's no differentiation at all. The beauty is lost. At least minimum of minimum this differentiation should be there. A man should be a man and a woman should be a woman. Minimum of minimum. So difficult. And then the bhoots come onto a man of a woman and on a woman of a man, and they get all these perversions. Better now? He was saying he may like to go. He was saying that parents have been very nice, they found a shop for you. All the ladylike things go away. Horrible. All those rags and things, just throw them away, really. But they are never washed. They are so dirty.
It's a unisex thing.
Huh?
It's this unisex thing, Mother. It's this unisex thing, Mother.
Unisex?
This fashion. Because on the King's Road, where they have all these shops, this bus goes up King's Road, you see.
You see, the shops I don't blame. Because if there's a demand, they'll come out for everything. You see, if you say ladies' dresses for men. All right, you'll have them. Anything you want. You see, shopkeepers you can't blame, because all the shopkeepers are there because of the demand. You see, whatever demand is there. Yeah.
Mother, Kay